going on, guys? It's Garrett, and today I'm going to guys a new tutorial on a nice little esports and jersey mock-up kind of thing for advertising. And so basically, let's get right into it. We're going to have a jersey right here. This is for Avalanche eSports, and then we have Sector 6 logo. So honestly, if I was you guys watching this video, I would just watch the whole thing through perfectly and then go do it yourself, because I'm going to be using a pack called the Obey pack. I bought it on Sellfy a little while ago. And a really awesome pack. I use it a lot for a lot of things. So what you guys want to do, you can guys go buy that in the description below, or if you guys want, there's going to be links around YouTube probably where you can find it for free. I'm not really kind of advising that, but it's going to happen no matter what. So basically what you guys are going to need for this tutorial is a jersey itself, and then just a nice little logo of the company doing it. And you want to make a new document. Let's just go 800 by 1000. So basically this is going to give you a nice little rectangle, and then you want to make the background black. So now that you have that, you want to start off with the background first and then work your way inwards. I'm going to be grabbing the Avalanche jersey right here and drag it in, and then you're going to have the bigger one go in first. So it's like that. So basically, luckily enough, this jersey has a cool kind of pattern on the side like that, and I'm going to use that to my advantage. I'm going to take it and I'm going to shrink it inwards so the kind of design comes through like that. And I'm going to leave it like that. So this is pretty much creating the background for my jersey itself. I'm going to go in, I'm going to grab it again, a brand new fresh one so it's not all messed up. Drag it in, and then you're going to take it, hit Control T, and just shrink it. But when you guys are shrinking this, do not worry too much about the amount you need to do it. It doesn't really matter. Just make it small enough so it doesn't take up all the space. Or big enough so it doesn't take up all the space. Like this is good. You want to just put that in the middle and then have this here. So now that you guys have this, this is basically where everything comes together. You want to make a new layer under that background layer. Just zoom in, kind of grab a little nice ellipse and make it black and make an oval like this. So about the same kind of width, and then you want to bring it down, and then you want to go to filter, blur, and then Gaussian blur. Just put a Gaussian blur on it, like around 6.2. Go to filter, noise, and then median, and then put that to 7. After that, what we want to do is just take the opacity, shrink it down, and then zoom out. And you guys got pretty much a nice little shadow. You guys can move it around and stuff like that, so it kind of creates that little depth feel. So you can see in my mock-up itself, I had a little jersey right here. So what I decided I was going to do next is I made a new layer, and I grabbed the gradient tool, and I made a transparent to black gradient, and I just pretty much went like this, and then I just messed with the kind of best settings that it has. I don't think I use soft light or overlay, but basically you want to go through these and just find the best one you can. They all do different things, so it's really just take your time out, go through them. Let me figure out what I did on mine. That's not it. Maybe I didn't put one on. Nope, probably not. But basically it's all it is, just a nice little gradient. You guys can substitute this for other things. I'll show you in a little bit, but you can just put on overlay, let's say, and then just kind of put the opacity to like 30. So next thing you guys want to do is create a nice kind of color feel, a kind of vibrant color for the jersey itself, so it's not looking so plain. Make a new layer. Grab a brush size, I'm like a size 30 or something, nothing too big, and grab the brightest blue you see on the jersey, like right here, and then bring it to the top right hand corner, and then actually make this a little tiny smaller, like 20, and just drag it around all the colored sections, so all the blue. And basically what this is going to do is create a little glowing effect on the jersey itself. It just helps kind of bring out the color, so it just doesn't look so kind of placed there and kind of boring. But only do it on the jersey. Doesn't have to be perfect either. Then you guys can put on soft light. And then if you guys want, you can go to blur, Gaussian blur. You can make a little bit of a Gaussian blur if you really like. But that's basically it. Zoom out. There's going to be a little mishaps and stuff, but that's totally fine. Next thing you want to do, make a new layer. And do the same thing, but what you want to do is just grab a kind of bigger brush and just kind of click in like 2 or 3 areas. And put these on soft light as well, and just lower the opacity. So now that you have that, you guys want to start getting some lights down and some kind of lighting effect. What I have in the description below also is going to be my lighting pack. I did this just for fun. Download that. Grab one of the lights in there. It doesn't really matter which one. Honestly, you can do either one. They all do the same effect. And then just bring it and put it on over it so it kind of creates that drop feel. So you guys can see it has the whole entire just kind of drooping feel. So now that you have that, I'm going to show you guys a couple cool things you guys can do with this. This is pretty much when you guys want to take it off on your own to start adding stuff. This is when I started kind of messing around. If I went in here and I went to my smoke section, there's going to be a stock that looks like this. A lot of people have this stock in their packs. What I did is just brought it in and I put it on overlay, but I put it below the jersey. And then I took my eraser and kind of erase section, so I have that cool kind of stungy, grungy feeling. So that's that. You guys can obviously go back in here, grab other things like actual smoke stocks. Like let's say you want to grab this one, bring it in. I don't know what's with my Photoshop lately. I can't like drag things in first try. It takes like 2 or 3 tries. You guys can like put this in like the corner or something. Make sure it's rasterized and kind of delete a little bit of it. Something simple like that. And then you guys have this. So what do you want to do now? Let's just say you guys want to start adding more stuff. I'd go straight to the logo itself. So right here I have the sector 6, sorry, logo itself. I'm just gonna drag these both in, and then I'll have to shrink it because that's the AI version. Put them in the middle or something. Don't make them too big as usually everything. And then bring this over. Maybe shrink this one a little bit more. And you guys can zoom in. So if I was you guys doing this and you guys had logos like Turtle Beach, Astros, something like that, or Arma Centrum, whoever makes jerseys, I'm keeping the same colors they usually are. So I know from a fact that the logo itself is a kind of a nice bright orange, and then you guys have a white logo like that. So that would be the thing itself. I'm just gonna merge these two because I'm not gonna be editing them anymore. Just put them in the center. As you did with the jersey, you're gonna do the same thing with the text. You're gonna make a new layer under them and just kind of make a little oval, filter, blur, Gaussian blur, and then put it on noise and go to median. All right, and then just put that down a little bit. You guys can turn the opacity down as well. So you guys have this. So that logo looks a little bit too high. Move this down a little bit. So basically now you guys can go through packs and stuff, grab some stuff. I know a lot of packs have just like random PNGs and stuff. Let's see if I can find out where I found these. No. Nope. Others? Probably others. Yeah, they are. I have rocks right here on the pack, so I just grab the really blurry ones, like the ones that create the depth feel. Drag them in. Just kind of place them around like this. Kind of found out where the best ones went. It's really just a bunch of like trial and error with this. So I'm gonna put that one there. I'm gonna delete this one. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna put it like up here. All right, so you have this. Now what you can do is just go back to the packs. Now you have rocks. Let's say you want to add just a nice little effect on it, just kind of create the exploding effect. If you go to sparks and stuff, you guys can grab stuff here. It's just really nice. I'm gonna grab this lighting effect actually. It's a nice little kind of dusty one. And wrong one. And I'm gonna put this at the top. So now, as I said before, I was going on about myself. I was gonna grab kind of sparks and stuff. I'm gonna grab an explosion stock actually. This kind of creates a kind of cooler effect in itself. I'm gonna put one there. I'm gonna put one right there. And then I'm gonna go grab some sparks to put behind the text so that everything kind of matches. Make sure to grab the sparks also, they're colored. They're not just kind of regular old white stocks. So you guys have something like this. And then let's just say you want to go a little bit more in depth with this. You guys want to start adding kind of other stuff. What you can do, you guys can go and get some light leaks if you guys know what those are. FaZe Studio has a pack about that. I don't think I have any on here now. But FaZe Studio has a pack about that. Basically what they're only going to do is, if I just find one. Here's one. All it is just kind of like a nice light. And it will just pretty much brighten up a little bit, like sections and stuff like that. So let's put one there, like there. See, it just makes it a little bit more kind of appealing. So that's that. So now you guys have this. Let's just say you want to finish it off now. If you guys want to do it this way, you guys can do it this way. You guys can also do it a different way. I'm just going to take these and just merge them all because I'm not going to be saving this or anything. Make a new layer, and then I'm going to go to the little adjustment layers right here. I'm going to grab a exposure. I'm going to mess with the kind of gamma correction, make it a little darker. The offsets, kind of keep it the same. Exposure, maybe up a little bit, like 0.44. And then you guys can go to brightness and contrast, make the contrast a little bit more and the brightness a little bit down. That's that. You guys can obviously mess with these with the opacity and stuff. And then I'm going to take this layer that we made, go to filter, blur, lens blur, and just put the blur to like 5. And then you want to take your eraser and just erase. And then when you're done, you save it, and then you guys have a nice little advertisement. Obviously it's not the same thing as this one. I did a lot more in depth with this, but this is just a nice little example. So that's it. Took 12 minutes, not hard at all, just really awesome tutorial itself. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a thumbs up, and I'm Garrett. Peace out.